What is going on, everyone? My name is Jason, and this is the Anonsuo A-1 Touch lamp. So a few weeks ago, I got an email from a company called Anonsuo, whatever. I had never heard of them before, but I took a look at their website, and they had a lot of interesting products on there. They wanted to know if I'd be interested in checking out their A-Touch lamp. This really spacey looking lamp that also acts as a Bluetooth speaker. I said, sure, absolutely, send it over. And about a week later, this came in the mail. Now I was super excited when this thing came, so let's go ahead and open this up. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, so inside the box was this tin can with a picture of the A-Touch lamp on the outside. It kind of reminds me of those huge holiday hams that come in those big cans that you can see at the grocery store. Interesting choice for packaging. So if you open up the can, looks like you get a nice little postcard, which is kind of nice. An owner's manual, which I think it's in Chinese and in English. You have a power cable and looks like an auxiliary cable, and you have the lamp itself. Okay, so it's really tightly wedged in here, so be careful when you're taking it out. Okay, that's it for that. So this is what it looks like right out of the box. And the first thing that I noticed is that it's a lot smaller than I expected. It's a lot more compact, and it's actually pretty nice because it's supposed to complement a setup, not supposed to be kind of like the main feature, so I think it's nice they're actually kind of small. I absolutely love this white color scheme. It's a brushed white that contrasts well with the white color of the lamp itself. Now it is primarily made out of plastic, but the physical look of this thing far outweighs any limited use of premium materials here. Even without it on, it looks really cool. Definitely has this modern, alien vibe to it with its curves and overall shape. The only button on this lamp is the power button, which is located right on the top right here. Now, one of the coolest features that the A-Touch boasts is that you're supposedly able to control both the brightness of the lamp and the volume of the speaker just by touching the side of the device itself. There's no physical buttons or even any visual indicators to let you know how to control it with your fingers, but in turn it's able to maintain a really clean look. On the sides of the lamp you have what looks like two speakers, and on the back you have two inputs, one auxiliary in and one to connect to the power cable. One big downside to the speaker is that it's not portable, in it that it has to be connected to a wired power source at all times. I mean, it is pretty compact and it uses Bluetooth, so it would have been nice if it had an internal battery so you could actually use this on the go. But enough about the physical look, let's get this thing plugged in. Okay, so I turned my stereo lamps off so we can see this a little bit better because I'm really curious to see how bright this thing can get. That's it. Okay, so as soon as you press the power button, you get this nice chime to let you know that it's turned on, and the light is automatically activated. Okay, I have to say, this thing looks really cool. It's definitely a warm light with a very strong yellow color, which makes sense because this is supposed to be used more as a night light, not as a dedicated lamp to light your entire room. Okay, so now we're gonna try adjusting the brightness of the lamp using our finger. Theoretically, we're supposed to be able to just slide the finger. Oh, do you see that? Okay, so this thing is really cool. All you need to do is slide your finger up to increase the brightness of the lamp. Now on the flip side of that coin, if you want to dim the light, all you gotta do is slide your finger down. Okay, so this is as bright as it goes, and it's actually pretty bright for a night light. But if you put this in any room, like your bedroom, your kitchen, your desk setup, not only is it going to add a lot of ambience, it's going to add a lot to the overall look and feel. It brings a warmth to whatever setting you put this in, and I gotta say, when you pair a simple light with a really modern design, what you get in the end is something really cool. Okay, so this thing looks really cool, but the biggest feature that this thing has is that it also acts as a Bluetooth speaker. So I'm gonna pair this up with my phone, because I'm really curious to know what the sound quality is like and if it's any good. So once you have the A-Touch powered up, just go to your Bluetooth settings and you'll see the Anonsuo A-Touch populate on your devices to search for. There it is, and when you pair, just click it. Whoa. Hey, so you get a nice little chime to let you know that you've paired successfully, which is nice. Okay, so I'm gonna play some music to do a sound test to kind of see if these speakers are any good. Let's get the volume up here. Is that it? Okay, so I just started playing and the volume was super low and it got me really worried because I thought, oh my god, if this is as loud as it gets, this thing is terrible. But I forgot. We can also use our finger on the other side to increase the volume, so let's test that out. This is the super quiet volume that it started at. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, so first of all, this thing does get decently loud, as you guys all just heard. The touch control to adjust the volume is a lot harder to use in comparison to the touch control to control the brightness of the lamp. It's really finicky, so even if just a slight touch can really bring it up to... And that noise, see? It's really sensitive, so if you just slide your finger up too much, you hear that noise, that means you've already hit max volume, and it gets really loud. It's probably much easier to control the volume with your phone, which you can because it's connected via Bluetooth. The control for the volume is not that great. Okay, so the sound quality is okay. Again, it does get decently loud, but when you're at very low volume, and ironically when you're at very high volume, you do hear this kind of static buzzing noise. You often do kind of encounter with cheaper Bluetooth speakers. It's something to do with the Bluetooth connection. You don't hear it when the speaker is in a decent normal volume, but definitely when it's low, you'll hear this like buzzing sort of noise, and definitely when it's high, the sound does get a little bit crunchy. There's a decent amount of bass, enough to get its point across without being obnoxious or distorting the sound. I mean, it's definitely not a bad speaker, but it's also not that great. There's definitely other Bluetooth speakers that sound a lot better. But to a certain degree, that's kind of understandable. Considering that most people are going to be seeing this device as primarily a lamp, the speaker is just kind of an added bonus. And this thing is definitely usable just for some easy listening, putting it somewhere where you usually don't have a speaker, like a kitchen. I mean, beggars can't be choosers, and it's gonna have enough good sound to make it enjoyable. Overall, this thing is really cool. I probably won't be using it much as a speaker, but I'm definitely going to use it as part of my desk setup. I should definitely do an episode of setup gains on this thing because this is precisely the type of device that brings a lot to your desk setup. Now, the A-Touch lamp isn't exactly cheap. It comes in at $90, which is kind of expensive, and this is where I pass the question off to you guys. Would you guys pay close to $100 for this crazy looking alien lamp speaker thing? Let me know in the comments down below. That's about it for this review. Don't forget to leave me a thumbs up if you guys liked it, and give me a thumbs up if you want this to be the next giveaway item. I can totally make that happen. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button and to turn on notifications so you can stay up to date with all my other reviews. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.